The President called a special command conference this morning of the National Security and Defense Cluster in order to be briefed and to give his guidance on the latest violation by China of the sovereignty of the Republic of the Philippines. The Philippine government views the latest aggression by China as a blatant violation of international law. China has no legal right or authority to conduct law enforcement operations in our territorial waters and in our exclusive economic zone. We are taking this incident seriously at the highest levels of government. The use by China of brute force behind disingenuous facades necessitates this course of action. We called for this press conference to give you a clear and factual narrative of what transpired. The Chinese government is deliberately obfuscating the truth. The Philippine Navy and the Philippine Coast Guard are here to give you an undistorted narration of the illegal acts of the Chinese vessels. In short, on or about 6:04 in the morning of Sunday, October the 22nd, 2023, while conducting legitimate rotation and resupply operations within the exclusive economic zone of the Philippines, Chinese Coast Guard and maritime militia vessels, in blatant violation of international law, harassed and intentionally hit Unaiza May 2 and Philippine Coast Guard vessel BRP Cabra. This occurred within the 200-mile exclusive economic zone of the Philippines, which China has no jurisdiction, authority, or right to conduct any operations whatsoever. This is a serious escalation of the illegal activities conducted by the Chinese government in the West Philippine Sea in complete disregard of any norm or convention of international law. Chinese Ambassador Huang Xilian has been summoned today by Secretary Enrique Manalo of the Department of Foreign Affairs to condemn the reckless and illegal act of the Chinese government. Likewise, Philippine Ambassador to China, Jaime Flor Cruz, has been instructed to convey the same to the Chinese Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The Philippine Coast Guard has been directed to proceed swiftly with its maritime investigation in accordance with international maritime safety regulations. We acknowledge the support of our allies and like-minded nations such as the United States, Japan, Australia, Germany, Canada, the Netherlands, the United Kingdom, and the European Union in condemning China's aggression and expansionist actions. We call on our people to stand behind the government in executing our constitutional mandate to secure the national interest in the West Philippine Sea. Thank you.
Sir, once again, ganun uli yung pahayag ng China saying or making an appeal to the Philippine government na tuparin yung pangako natin. Is it clear what promise yung tinutukoy ng China dito once again? And again, sinabi nila na nag-practice sila ng restraint and patience when this happened. Your thoughts on this, sir?
Well, in law, we have a principle called the thing speaks for itself. Was that restraint? I don't think so. Any unbiased person with a modicum of reason will see that this is not restraint. And there was another attempt to distort the narrative by saying there was a supposed a supposed promise. that has been put to rest already, that there is no promise, and if ever there was such was, if ever, which we do not accept, rescinded. We cannot compromise within our 200 nautical mile exclusive economic zone within the bounds of our Constitution. Our Constitution is clear about our territorial integrity and sovereignty, of which there can admit of no compromise, particularly in the face of the arbitral award. So their preface to their statements, and their statements are to us a distortion of the truth.
Next, we have Ann Soberano, Bombo Radio.
Sir, good afternoon. Ang tanong ko po is, bukod po sa paghahain ng diplomatic protest, ay magsasampa po rin ba tayo ng kaso sa United Nations General Assembly?
Hindi ko wala po sa aming jurisdiction na pag-usapan yan. Ito lang po na nakaloob po sa aming statement ang aming maaring ihayag sa kasalukuyan.
Sir, with this incident sa West Philippine Sea, panahon na ba para pagtuloyin na natin itong mga gagawing development sa ating Pag-asa Island?
Magiging operational matter nga lahat itong mga katanungan po nila. Hinihimok na lang po namin na ang pagkakaisa ng ating bansa sa likod ng gobyerno sa ating mga hakbang upang isigurado o i-secure ang territorial integrity at sovereignty ng ating republika. At kaya po ibinabuti ng ating pamahalan sa liderato po ng ating Pangulo na maghayag ngayong araw na ito upang sa ganon hindi na po kumalat ang fake news at anumang mga espekulasyon. Wala po tayong pwedeng gawing espekulasyon kung anong mga susunod na hakbangin dahil wala pa po kaming hinahayag. Kaya maniwala na lang po sa ating gobyerno, wag po itong maging ugat ng pagtatanim ng fake news ng China o ng iba pa upang tayo'y magkawatak-watak o magkadebate ng malaki sa mga issue na ganito. Dahil sa oras po na ito, kailangan po ng pagkakaisa na ating bansa.
Sir, last na po, ano po ang magiging decisive action po ng Philippine government dito sa ginawa ng China?
Operational matter po yan sa inulit-ulit ko. Ngayon po, kailangan kundinahin ng buong mundo at ng bansa ang illegal at mapaniil na mga aksyon ng Chinese government na labag sa kahit na anong norm ng international law, kahit saan libro hanapin.
We have time for one last question. It's Harley Valbuena, DZME.
Natanong na rin po yung question ko pero I'll just ask another question. Sir, bukod po doon sa utos sa PCG to investigate the matter, meron pa po bang ibang directive si Pangulo doon po sa command conference kanina?
Yung tatlo pong sinabi natin, ang pagkundina, to take it seriously, naturally the government is working behind it, but it's not working behind it, but the government's working very hard in its constitutionally mandated task to secure the territorial integrity and sovereignty of the Republic of the Philippines. Although we will not discuss operational matters, our diplomatic authorities, the DFA, has summoned Ambassador Huang Xilian not only to give a protest, but to condemn the reckless and illegal act of the Chinese government. And lastly, the Philippine Coast Guard has been directed to proceed swiftly with its maritime investigation in accordance with Philippine law. Other matters are purely operational. At uulitin ko po, magkaisa po tayo bilang isang bansa, and hikayatin po natin ang buong mundo na kundinahin ang paglalabag at pang-aabuso sa international law at sa paghihikayat na magising ang ating mga kababayan na kung tunay na peaceful ang hangarin ng China, hindi maglalabag na ganito. Hindi maglilinlang na ganito ang China sa ating mga kababayan at sa buong mundo.
Sir, how did the President took this incident po? Kumbaga, ano yung mood
The
or reaction
President
niya?
is taking this very seriously. And the President is, well, that's it. He's taking this very, very seriously, so much so that he called the Special Command Conference this morning. And if you will read the statement, the highest levels of government are giving serious weight to this incident, given the false narrative of China, given the more egregious and aggressive behavior that they display, and given that we cannot take this or tolerate this kind of action or take it lightly, or neither take it lightly nor tolerate it.
Thank you for watching Politico TV. Please like and subscribe to our channel for more videos.